Running extremely slow RPMs, probably 300 if that. Just trying not to shoot chips all the way across the room. Going to be making a I guess a T-nut screw. Is it a T-nut if there's a screw attached to it? Come on back. Let's take this thing quite a bit. I think it's quite a bit. Well, it's not that much, is it? Okay, let's get a bigger bite than that. About 25 thousandths, I'm guessing. Maybe when we get to the heavier end. You see the tool rocking there in the beginning. This machine's loose, but once it finds its space, it'll generally hold true. I'm doing 1.5 inch threads. 200 thousandths on the tongue. It locks into the channel. I'm attempting to make a fixture plate for the Pratt & Whitney, replace the compound, and be able to possibly do some milling. So at this point here, I'm not even sure what size thread I'm doing. Let's see if my DRO will work. It's on millimeters, there it is on inches. There's the backlashes out of it. Okay, there's 25 thousandths. That's probably an accurate number. Let's put a little love on it. Just want to machine something, you know. I remember when I first got this thing, man, everything was balls to the walls. I'd be going 800 RPMs. Well, that baby is hot. And this is a nice Nice 4-start thread.
They're manual, but they work extremely well. Next to the door, so you can go there, fill a tire. Yep, 100-foot of cord, you can reach almost anywhere. We covered up your girly poster.
I can't say that I made that one.
I feel bad about that, but
Okay, so let's do another 25,000. So that'll be a total of 50. Let me make sure I'm not overdoing it first.
it's probably about 6 years old now.
Find my sample. I think this is. It's 370. That makes it 3/8 probably.
And believe it or not, it works pretty darn good. It's extremely well. I'm very happy with it. I use the welding blankets to cover the places that I'm not cutting.
There's 500 there.
But no smoke.
So let's just test this for accuracy. So we got 500 roughly, so let's do another 25.
See down below, I have a barrel that I cut off. It's a 55-gallon barrel that I cut off.
Okay.
Water in the tank. So if the barrel was empty, I could drain the whole table in that, and then I can service the table.
Okay, so 500, we should be at. That's 20. We should be at 450 at the end of this. If this machine is anywhere near accurate. A little more love. And this is, I'm guessing, 300 RPMs, 350. I need to get that hooked back up, I guess. I'm going to crank it up a little bit. So this should be taking 50 thousandths off this diameter. See how accurate this machine or DRO is. Okay. We're going to roll that back without withdrawing the tool for
this and taking it off. So it's really, really simple, fast and easy. And if it crashes for some reason, it stops. Yeah, so I'm backwards here, I can't see very well. But it locks back in.
There's 448 there.
It actually stops the machine instantly. So, you know, you don't
447. So that's pretty good for the old, what do you call it? I need 3, so I need 100 thousandths off now, right? So I want 370. No, I really don't need that because I'm going to use a die. Yeah, I'll use a die for that. Tailstock die holder. I guess we're going to leave that. Leave that center hole. Okay, let me get back here.
Different stops, you know, for the Bridgeport, different port chucks.
I had a nice lever on here, kind of looking like that, and it went to the Pratt & Whitney, and now it's outgrown the Pratt & Whitney. And, let's go ahead and hang that tool up. Look at it. It seems to be in good shape. Okay, we're not going to do this anymore. At least we're going to stop this segment. I'll find my... Yeah, let's go. Find the tailstock holder. And it's already out here, isn't it? Yeah, I need the die. Okay, I wonder if I have a 3/8/16. 5/16. 3/8/16 right there. And any of this other stuff? The Tommy bar. Push. Okay.
It's actually a part that goes on the Bridgeport.
We're going to use the one I made. Will it fit? The one I made, it will not fit. I made this one for specific dies. It will fit here. I'm going to start the other direction. And do we have a Allen wrench for that? By golly, we sure do. Let's find out where one of those holes is at. So we can line up with one of them. There we go. Nope, that's a... Okay, let's go with this. Okay, now we got this MT number 3. Well, I guess I haven't been recording after all. Okay, what we're looking at here, we are tapping 3/8/16. Loud noise. Loud noise. Loud noise. Probably a really loud noise. Could you try to be a little more quiet in there? Wow, loud noise. Okay, that might be close enough. I may take it out and turn it around. No, let's just do it as far as we can. Okay, we're crushing our threads now. Our chips. Okay. Let's see if we can get the Tommy bar out of there. Pull the chuck back. Might as well pull. Go a little reverse. I don't know. Something about that. Something about that always cuts plain threads. Let's see if one of my nuts will work on that. Whoops, I dropped it up here. There it is. Should be a sloppy fit since this nut's been used a zillion times. Holding down a zillion setups. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's leave it just where it is. I'm not going to disturb it. this one-handed stuff, don't you? It doesn't actually fit in there. But if it's a little thinner, if it was a little thinner in this area here, it would go in there just fine. So I'd like to have a couple longer T-slot nuts or whatever, something, you know, in an 1.5 inch range. Wow, loud noise. Okay, that might be close enough. I may take it out and turn it around. No, let's just do it as far as we can. Okay, we're crushing our threads now. Our chips. Okay. Let's see if we can get the Tommy bar out of there. Pull the chuck back. Might as well pull. Go a little reverse. I don't know. Something about that. Something about that always cuts clean threads. Let's see if one of my nuts will work on that. Whoops, I dropped it up here. There it is. Should be a sloppy fit since this nut's been used a zillion times. Holding down a zillion setups. Let's leave it just where it is. I'm not going to disturb it. You like all this one-handed stuff, don't you? It doesn't actually fit in there. But if it's a little thinner, if it was a little thinner in this area here, it would go in there just fine. So I'd like to have a couple longer T-slot nuts or whatever, something, you know, 1.5 inch range. Okay, here I am perspiring. I'm going to quickly do a mag sweep just to protect the dogs. I don't think I got, well, you never know where this stuff goes, man. I just had to do something, so I got a little side project I'm thinking about. And I did fire up the lathe, the Pratt & Whitney. I didn't run it long because there's no oil in it. Basically, 20 seconds maybe. Long enough to engage the clutch and see the feeds working. And I suspect I'm going to have to do a little fine-tuning on the gear mesh with the travel direction lever. Simple. I figured out where the missing cap head screw is at. Almost positive. When I had this thing, when I had this plate off here, this housing, there's a big cavity in there. And I took one of them screws out and set it down inside there. And just laid it in there on the floor of this. And I'll bet you it's in there. I can't get to it unless I pull this clutch mechanism off, because the cap head screw is way down here, the bottom, and I can reach the rest of them, and all I need to do is get that thing open 1/2 inch, and I can get my magnet tool in there and drag that out of there. It's not hurting anything. It's not in danger of jumping up into the gear train or anything. Yeah, had it running just ever so briefly. And I don't know. I didn't leave it running long enough to test, a bunch of stuff, but I'm optimistic. Very much so. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. I just had to do something. Probably the most machining content I've put out in